Did I just see the Road Ready app?
Yes.
You got 7 more hours, Sean. Come on.
I'm at
I have 8.5.
8.5 hours left.
Yeah.
Road Ready.
41:33.
How long have you been doing it?
Did you know I had?
Since
Oh,
my
look at the
freshman year.
camera.
Oh,
I haven't been logging.
Are we
since,
doing
like,
this?
until, like,
We're up, guys.
Are we?
Right now.
Oh shit!
Okay.
What's on us?
Hi.
Oh, now it's on you guys.
Into that.
Wow. I'm gonna kick.
Oh,
put
into
your
the
phone away.
into
I
the
swear
mic.
to God,
You need to see how I look.
you look horrible.
We're not even. Oh.
I'm gonna kick everybody's phones.
Remember to
Why
talk
is
into the end of that, because that's how you get
All right.
heard.
Now, Garrett, I would like you to read the rules.
Wait. Is it?
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm seeing it on the TV.
Okay.
All right.
I look obese.
Great.
I would really like some more
Keegan,
natural
I would
light.
like you to read the rules.
Oh, Keegan.
All right. I have to read these out loud.
Yep.
All right.
Read them in your head for everyone.
Okay. Welcome to the Our Cool Podcast rules. Welcome to the first annual episode of Our Cool Podcast. This isn't actually the first episode. We've actually done several before these.
First official episode.
Yes, the first official. We've had one before and then another one. So let's put down some. There we go. We'll put some ground rules in. We should go. You want to go down the couch like 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's have Ben read
You,
the
Ben,
first
you-
one since
yeah.
it's targeted towards him.
All right. This one is not pointed towards me. I think it's pointed towards everyone.
Okay.
No N words are to be said.
All right.
That's you.
That's the first rule.
All right. Okay. So we got the second rule. See, I'd really like if I could understand your handwriting. Keep
What
the
is that?
convo going. I will dock points for periods of silence. All right, Sean.
Political tag.
Let's talk, dumbass.
Political talk will be moderated.
All right.
I think this is towards both Hannah and Ben.
It's towards everyone. We're all gonna have a conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, welcome everybody that's watching. I don't know if I should look at the camera.
Yeah, just toss it.
We've got our wonderful guests here today.
Hannah Baker and Leah Huff.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm a host. You're a host.
And Ben is also a host. But he is kind of gun shy.
I'm hosting,
Yeah. A host.
I guess.
Okay. So basically let's start off with something really quickly.
Let's talk about the old Twitter statements on our media.
Yeah, let's talk about the old Twitter statements.
Okay, which do we want to start with the worst one?
Oh shit. Do we want to start with the worst one or probably the least worst bad one?
Alright, so Ben's gonna have to defend these.
Yeah.
I'll defend them.
Welcome to the court case.
Okay. I'll start.
It's good. I think it hears me.
I don't have screenshots of the old ones before they got deleted though. So I don't know.
You know the gist of them?
I don't know exactly what they read, but
I
the
know
first
exactly.
I know. So the first one that comes to mind for me is the Native American one,
Okay.
which was it was like thought of the day. What do we really owe the Native Americans? Their technology wasn't even advanced enough for them to fight back or something like that.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Okay, so I was kind of having a conversation about this before you guys showed up, actually, and it kind of revolved around the idea that before there was
Oh shit.
conquest where you went to other countries to take land, all the wars that have been fought in Europe and in the Middle East, if you couldn't defend your land, it became the enemy's land. So the gist of it was, and I still believe it is, that if you're not able to defend the land that you're on, then you should not complain when it's taken from you.
Well, I feel like that's unfair to a certain degree because it's two different forms of civilization. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, Sean?
I said closer.
Oh, my bad. I feel like it's not fair to compare the. Like, of course, the Native Americans weren't going to have as much technological advancement and power as the Europeans because their societies had not progressed to the same point. So I feel like the statement that it's not, you shouldn't complain if you're overthrown is, I don't think that's fair.
Well, here's kind of, so I go back like far in time. I like to justify things by like history, not history, but like where people came from. I think that people like the Native Americans, they came through the land bridge up in Antarctica. They used to be Mongolians, is what I'm guessing.
You mean like Alaska?
Yeah, because you know how Alaska used to be connected to
Into Russia?
and
And there
into
used to be a
Russia.
land bridge
There used to
there.
be a land bridge.
Yep.
All of the Native Americans, they used to be
The history lesson.
from the mainland, you could say, from Asia. Probably thousands, maybe probably not millions, but thousands of years ago, they came over into this land where there was no enemies, and they lived here, and they weren't able to get prepared for a war. They weren't connected, so they're just as connected to the mainland as the European settlers, but just from a lot longer of a time ago.
Going with that point, I don't think it's fair to say that they should have prepared for somebody to come invade them, because if they've been living there for centuries and centuries, I don't think that it's fair to just assume that they should have been prepared for somebody to come and invade them.
Well, I'm not saying they should have been prepared. What I'm saying is they can't complain, or we shouldn't have to give them back land after it's been taken over. They weren't able to defend it in the first place. Why is it only a and B conversation? This is a whole podcast.
Well,
I think
What do
it's-
you guys think?
I mean, I don't
I
know.
wasn't the one that wrote the tweets.
Well,
wanna hear both sides
I
of
want
the
to
story
say,
first.
I want to say one thing. Those tweets were meant to be super controversial.
Okay.
So
I mean,
yeah.
that makes sense.
That was the hook to Arcool Media.
I, I don't know. But I mean, that was probably the worst one in my opinion. I feel like, because there was one about the wage gap, and then there was, there was the one about, Chinese New Year, which those weren't as bad in my opinion as the Native American one, but when here's the thing is, when I read the Native American one out loud in the car, it was a collective gasp. So,
Really?
yeah, so...
Okay. That's fun.
So, I mean, that's probably what you intended, and that's fine, I guess, but I don't know, I just think I would not have tweeted that, obviously.
Oh yeah, I know.
If that's to spark controversy, it worked, within the group at least.
It was to spark controversy, but it's also, I slightly believe that, because that's how it's been through history, that's how wars have been fought, and most of the deaths that happened to the Native Americans weren't even direct murder, it was just disease.
I strongly
and that.
disagree with that, because of, like, the genocide that was committed by Andrew Jackson.
Oh
during
yeah,
the Trail of
that
Tears.
was, but I'm talking about the, like, majority of the deaths that happened before America was even founded. Those deaths.
I mean, yeah, that was caused by disease and sickness brought over by the Europeans, which would potentially not have been there in the first place.
Basically murder.
I wouldn't call it.
This conversation is going to be dubbed over as Subway Surfers on TikTok eventually.
I didn't notice that this said Jesus loves men
Yeah.
until I looked hard enough. Do you guys know that?
Oh, it does.
Jesus loves men. Alright.
Show it to the camera.
Man,
Okay, here you go.
I don't think you could see it.
See a little end.
How do you
Well,
feel about Jesus liking men?
He loves everyone,
Aww.
Even men?
even men.
Even you?
I hope he loves me.
Alright,
You want to go to the next tweet?
Sure. So I don't remember what the wage gap one said, so I can't really. You okay?
It said,
Yeah.
If everybody were females, what would happen to the wage?
Oh yeah. If everybody identified as female.
That is something. So that was obviously a comment on people like on the
Identifying,
transgender community and the wage gap
Can you move the mic arm closer to you?
in one tweet.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's a wage gap. I'm just gonna say that, and I have evidence
support that?
supports it. That I believe supports it, and I'm willing to go through
Okay.
that.
I mean, I didn't delve into the statistics beforehand. I mean, I can.
We can though. Jamie, pull that up.
You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, just pull it up.
I mean, I feel like.
Well, one thing you could actually pull up is the amount of hours worked by women and men in the same job. Like it's I forgot. It's a government statistic. All right, that's fine. Well, basically, why I don't believe the wage gap exists is because women don't work as many hours in this at the same job than men do, and that's proved by statistics.
Oh.
What statistics has that been proved by?
I'm trying to remember. It's by the.
Viewers are asking what your thoughts on BLM are.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
No, we're not.
Where's my phone?
You're holding it, man.
That's not my phone. That's Keegan's, I
Anything.
think.
We're skipping that.
I think that should either come in later in the conversation or not at all.
I think that
Oh, the BLM thing.
That should never.
Yeah,
come in
because
the
I
conversation.
mean,
No,
if you're
It is pretty
pressed
controversial.
about this, then I don't think it's gonna turn out well.
I have a lot of.
That is very.
No,
wrong.
I mean,
I
I
love it.
understand that you
I
have.
love how we
prejudice.
started off just like hopping straight into like the heated stuff. Not really heated.
Here's another one that bugged me was the Chinese New Year one.
I don't know.
I don't
Okay,
remember that
I don't
one.
know.
so
that was.
Garrett refused to delete it, so I might be able to pull it up.
No, it's gone.
Oh,
Got
it's
the
gone. Okay.
receipts.
So, it goes, it's thought of the day. During Chinese New Year, or it was because it was the year of the dog or something. During Chinese New Year, do they eat less or more dog?
Well, I don't see why that one
Oh,
is so bad.
Your comment.
Uh,
Saranda has commented.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
hello, Chris.
Post-pregnancy, which would be fixed by paid maternal leave, is a reason for the wage gap. Or something.
Cause-
I have a question.
What?
Well, not all women get pregnant, is what I would say. Like if you look at the statistics, I'm trying to find them. I can't really find them. I should have been prepared. But
I mean, we weren't told to prepare
I
in
love
advance.
the-
So I can
yeah, it's fine.
But this is what brings the thrill to the first episode is complete improv.
All right.
Well, okay. Let's
Leah,
get.
you
Let's
wanna
get.
paint my
The
photos?
Chinese New Year thing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Chinese people, they eat all
damn it.
they eat all kinds of animals. I don't. That's not. I don't care. That's their culture. They can do whatever they want.
I mean,
Split around. You're gonna say dog.
What?
okay. Listen.
They eat dogs.
Okay, listen. That's. I mean.
Is that controversial?
No,
That's their culture.
I understand that it's not exactly controversial, but that's a stereotype that's been perpetuated by society for a long time.
But they do.
So what I believe, all stereotypes are based on reality. You don't just get stereotypes out of nowhere. So stereotypes are wrong because you place that stereotype on every single person from that race, but not okay. Not. I didn't say all Chinese people eat dogs.
That's not.
Because
Yeah, you're
that's not
right.
true.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, and because that's not true. But Chinese people do eat dogs. Not all Chinese people.
I
I mean, try you can't say they
But
don't because they do.
The stereotype isn't saying all Chinese people eat dogs. Just saying Chinese people eat dogs is enough.
If I was in the wild
Enough for
and it
what?
was just me and my dog, I would definitely eat my dog. I'm just saying that right now.
I think I'd agree with Sean's statement.
Okay. Well, it's just the thing. Other countries do culturally eat different things than we do. Like you see, French people eating escargot is just like a regular thing.
Snack.
It's fucking disgusting.
Which is, we think that's gross, and I think, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with stating that, dog can be eaten in China. Like that has factual truth. But saying,
people also
I-
eat old cheese.
yeah,
French people
well,
have weird taste buds.
different continents have different palates.
What's that cheese? What's that cheese from that? What's it in South America where they have maggots grow in it?
I don't know.
They literally they make it curdle and stuff and wait for so long.
You want the mic?
All right, Jamie, you got this.
So I have devised a bit of a challenge. Someone will get this dollar, but you guys have to figure out who gets the dollar on your own.
I feel like this should come in later into play because we're in the middle of the conversation.
No.
I feel
Oh,
like
right now? Okay.
I think
Yeah,
this.
no, keep talking about it. But the dollar is here. You guys have to figure out who gets it.
Okay, I'll start by giving it to Leah, and then we can just see what goes from there.
I really don't care.
Is anybody gonna argue against Leah getting it?
I don't care.
I
really
think
don't care.
this furthers the
So
stereotype
you
of
don't
wage
care, you
gaps
don't care,
of
you don't care. I
giving
don't
her
care
free
because I
money.
certainly don't care.
What do you
because I
think,
speak-
Sean? Yes or no?
I think that Leah should get it because she's the nicest and most bearable out of the 5.
That's literally Garrett. I think your plan went a little awry.
You threw her Bobo away.
Yeah, you threw her Bobo away.
I will stand behind
didn't
this
want it.
forever. Boba is gross.
I will
I
slightly.
know it's because I got honeydew and I did not think for a second it was actually honeydew melon. I thought it was gonna taste like honey.
You
I
threw
did
up-
not think for a second that it was honeydew melon.
You threw up boba balls.
I did throw a
You
boba
did?
ball. They were
Yeah.
full too.
Yeah, you
I
threw
didn't
up
know.
full boba balls.
Full.
Oh, because he
It
swallowed.
looked
the
like the
bowl.
actual boba.
One thing I can say, I can agree with Sean's statement. I hate boba that is sweet. I would go get almond.
I was gonna say, yeah, if I would have taken the 3 minutes to explain, Garrett, what kind of, Garrett's thing. Oh yeah, go for it.
If I would have taken 3 minutes to explain, bobaology, as I say, and what flavors actually taste good, then we wouldn't be out $22.
Did you know in layman's terms, boba stands for boy? Oh, boy. Ah. Which pretty much stands for it's gross. Boy oh boy ah.
Alright, so I'm gonna give this to you. You can spend $22 on it, then just give it back.
Thank you. So I now
Literally
have
just take a
$1,
picture.
And I should not show your card information.
Give me the card.
Yeah, show him the card.
No, don't
Don't
give
do
me the
it.
card.
No.
I will text you the pin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna just put that in my purse. There you go. Thank you.
Number 1.
I'm glad that we can unanimously decide that Leah got the money.
It wasn't that hard to decide. I mean, I'm getting paid tomorrow, so
This is my speedy rewards card.
if you guys want to use it, you could
I'm
probably get a
basically
free.
a stay-at-home
Back
mom,
You know what?
so
That's the barcode number. Oh wait, the card number.
The card
Get
number
the brand deal.
is 4 3
Sponsored by
3,
OPI.
7
Another one.
2 3 0
2.
4
So, guys,
3 7
hydrochloroquine.
6 9.
Hydrochloroquine.
Hydrochloroquine. Wait.
Do you guys know about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about what?
No.
Okay.
How about we just do
No.
a little introduction?
I don't know
because
where
I'm
it is.
dumb.
Actually.
Of what? Oh,
May I
Yeah,
have-
go ahead.
Okay.
Explain.
May I have my card back?
I guess I could explain it. I
Please.
will. So, hydrochloroquine is a drug that was originally made, manufactured to combat malaria. And what it does is I think it either reduces or increases the pH level in cells, and basically cells need a low pH level to be able to, the coronavirus virus needs a low pH level to survive inside of cells, and what this anti-malarial drug did with malaria is it rose the pH levels, and it does for coronavirus patients as well. And that has shown in many studies to either completely cure patients of coronavirus, or greatly improve their situation in having coronavirus.
Okay, really quickly, isn't that one drug that is controversial
Yes.
to use? Okay.
Can I have my card back?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you
I've
weren't
looked at.
serious about me keeping your card?
I was not serious about you.
Oh, well, that's.
Dang, Sean, that's mean.
I'm gonna kind of just keep
Just
it
give
here
her
for now, just for
$20.
safekeeping, because.
All right, really quickly, who here believes that the coronavirus is a thing? Because it
Of
seems
course
like
it's a thing.
apparently 40% of the American population doesn't even believe it's a thing.
When did you? Who pulled that?
Who pulled that?
Fox News.
Yeah, something like that.
It was
It was actually probably
Fox News.
I think it was probably Snapchat. That one thing.
Oh, that's.
Okay, so
You know
Okay,
that
well,
one.
that's not a reliable.
Hey, you guys know that news source that always talks about those stories? You guys know that news source on Snapchat that talks about those stories? That's like,
Oh yeah.
there was a terrible accident, and we tried speaking to one of the respondents, but we still haven't gotten a word back from them. And it's like, Gotti Schwartz.
Gotti Schwartz.
NBC! That's
Yeah.
what it is. Dear NBC, please actually give us information on the stories instead of just say that you didn't get to them. Please. As
I mean-
as Snapchat's my only source of news. Oh shit, I'm messing up the mic.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Back to the.
Is this making noise on the mic if I rustle the shock arm?
More than likely.
Probably.
Okay, well, hydrochloroquine.
Yeah.
I don't really care about hydrochloroquine. It's I think that it's not being covered enough. It's the people are saying, oh, it doesn't work, but there's studies that show it does work. There's studies that show it doesn't work. So you don't really know what to believe, and I'm just gonna wait for more studies to come out. But what I'm concerned about with the coronavirus is that we're shutting down the entire economy. There's hundreds of small businesses going bankrupt and not being able to open again because of something that's killing people at a less rate than cars are killing people.
That
What are
okay,
you rating
but
that one, Leah?
I don't think it's fair to compare a virus that is spreading the statement that coronavirus may be killing people at a lesser rate than cars may be true, but I feel like that's kind of unfair to compare.
There's no comparison really.
I
One
could
is
get in a
virus
crash in a
and
car
one is
right
an
now.
Accident.
Like cars are used for daily purposes, and you use a car. You don't use coronavirus. It's not
Technically,
something
I'm
that
not
is
really
worth.
scared of
I'm looking at
coronavirus
it
'cause I haven't died
completely at
yet.
The mortality rate of
Who thinks
what
it'll
cars
happen?
do
Yeah.
and what the coronavirus does. And you're more likely to die driving a car to work than you are getting coronavirus at work.
Well, that may be true, but here's the thing.
Very grateful I haven't.
I'm gonna use a personal example from my life. My mom teaches at Port Central High School, and I have very sick old grandparents.
That's
And
the
if we go-
racist high school of the area.
Oh, they want you to talk about how 5G causes COVID-19.
It doesn't. That's
All 10 of
stupid.
our viewers said that.
That's
Well,
stupid.
not all 10. Zinkies? She also said Leah, let's go, Leah, heart.
Heart.
You're
Aw.
a fan?
I don't know.
It's gonna be terrible when they
Here's-
find out
okay,
she's a
just-
big ass.
Here's what I'm saying is
No.
I have
Close Wiener says, we're not socially distanced! Exclamation point times 5.
Oh no, we're all gonna die.
Shut up.
Miklos, please be quiet.
That's all good, I guess.
But okay, back to what I was saying is I'm concerned that my mom is concerned too that if we have to go back
like a
to
6
school
foot
in
ass.
an in-person setting, it is so likely that she would catch the coronavirus and spread it to my grandparents because she.
Oh. All right, so inside of here we've got
XLR cable.
XLR cable.
Guys, we're having a conversation.
Right. Keep going.
So here's what I'm saying is,
I'm gonna replace this XLR.
if she involuntarily has to go back to teaching in
It's not
person,
long enough.
that
They're really not.
and risk spreading it to my grandparents, she may have to quit her job and then that would throw my whole family's dynamic off because we would have one less source of income, which would be drastic. And so here's my concern: is she values her parents over her job. Like that's just logical. But she can't lose her job. And
You guys like this info? You guys like?
Shit.
Did you break it? You?
Yeah.
All right, here. I'm gonna give this back to the camera guy.
Here you go, Jamie.
just,
All right.
here's my point: is that it's very concerning when this virus. I get what you're saying about the mortality rate, but if car deaths can't be prevented in the same way that a virus can, in my opinion.
Safe driving.
Wearing masks.
I have my permit in 41 hours and 33 minutes.
That's
You still have the
That's-
Road Ready app on your phone, so I will not be listening to your opinion.
You got 8 more hours. You got it. You got it.
Well,
8
yeah.
and a half.
Do you have all your
So-
nighttime hours in?
Yeah, I have all my minutes.
Oh.
An hour and 45 minutes extra.
You'll be driving the
Oh.
Prius.
Prius. Have fun getting gas.
You drive a Prius.
I have a fuel efficient car that the gas gauge doesn't work.
Did you guys know that my car actually has really great fuel economy? I get 16. I
New
get
rule:
16
we will not be bringing my car, Damien, into this discussion because it's too much of a sensitive topic.
Yeah, don't ever.
I'm-
You're
I'm getting physically
disrespecting Chad.
Let's get a
The
little.
fuel efficient
You
Prius.
would name your Chad.
I-
Your Chad Prius? Your
My Chad Prius, yeah. Look
Here,
at you.
I'll get a little bottom down on Leah's car. Her car is from a strip club. So-
My dad said not to tell anyone.
Well, if anybody from Little Darlings is watching this, she thanks all of you, for being able to witness that car, its lifespan. I don't know when it got sold. When did you get it?
I got it about almost 2 years ago.
All right, in the year 2018, she thanks everyone,
Mhm.
so much. It was such a great steal.
Right.
$1,000.
Have you shined a black light around it?
I really want to get a black light in that car.
I haven't actually.
There's
My-
cigarette burns and stuff in
I
there.
was gonna say, yeah, my dad didn't let me see the inside of the car for 2 weeks.
simultaneously said, "Who cares?"
Who cares?
Who are those people?
John Davis, Lurky.
Thanks, John Davis.
Thanks, John
Lurky.
Davis. Thanks, Lurky.
Shut up, Keegan.
Chris Arondo's.
All right, you do it.
I'm smiling.
That was 2 people.
Here, I'll say this really quickly. If somebody named John Davis is saying "Who cares," well, I'll just say "Who cares" back because there sounds like a
Your name is
their name
John
sounds like a
Davis.
preset. Sorry, John
Okay,
Davis. Your
okay,
name sounds
sorry.
like a preset.
Can we tell stories?
Yeah, let's tell a
Yeah.
story.
Sean, you start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
what do you
brought
gotta
up the
say?
story.
A story. All right. So what story?
Microphone.
What story could I tell? All right.
Do you have
Let
any,
me think here.
do you have any questions from our viewers while we're telling stories?
That'll be fun.
I don't know.
Any questions from our viewers? Feel
They
free
pro-
to
this is a podcast. Not supposed to
drop
be
in the
interactive.
comments. This
Yeah.
is a Q&A.
It's the live podcast.
Oh, this is interactive.
We'll have story. It's like Twitch IRL, but we're on YouTube.
I'm recording this.
Right,
Okay, so the
whatever
other
you say.
day, a couple of my friends were at my house, and I'm gonna keep their names asexual or absent.
Asexual?
So two of them were over, and then there was a
A friend named Alex was over.
yeah, my friend named Alex and
Isn't that
David were
unisexual?
over. So then there was one girl who was on our friend's Snapchat who was kind of friendly with one of our other friends. Me and my other friend added her, right? So then she's gonna have the audacity to text us with a question mark, and we're like, oh, okay, that's no big deal. So we just respond really quickly, saying, hey, we're David and Justin's friends. And then she's gonna go have the nerve to text David, hey, tell your friends to leave me alone. They're bothering me. First of all, bitch. You texted us. So. So you never text me again and say, question mark, if you're gonna go to somebody else and say, leave me alone, they're bothering me. So if you're here listening, don't ever text me again. We're not friends. You're my friend's friend. You're not my friend.
I'm glad you could get that off your chest, Sean. Thank you for sharing.
Wait, can we tell story times?
No, we're not telling story time with Josie and Sean right now. That's for a later date.
Do we have any questions from chat?
Yeah.
I'm just asking chat to provide us with questions.
They're all talking shit about John Davis.
I influenced on John
My friend,
Davis.
All right, Ben. Do you have any funny stories?
You got any stories about your job?
Do it.
I'm not good at telling stories, man.
Here, I'll tell a
gotta.
story.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so I work at McDonald's, right? And this is a very typical story that I usually get. So a couple days ago, our freezer was locked. The McDonald's freezer was locked.
This video.
No, not the video.
And we couldn't get anything out of it, but that's not really the purpose of this story. So a couple days before that, which we think is the causant to this freezer being locked, so the tech guy, can I say your name? Yeah.
So Garrett had a friend.
Sorry,
Jamie.
So Garrett had a friend who would go in the freezer and just pour milk and let it freeze.
Use your mouth.
That's not actually what the story was.
Oh.
He's absolutely lying. So basically, we were in the stock room, the deep freezer, like the hard freezer, and our manager on shift came by and
With Jaime X and Lucima locked them in the.
and blocked the door, right? And so
Why'd they block the door?
because we were slap boxing in the dark. We turned off the lights to the freezer and we slap boxed in the stock room. And so they were just sitting. Our manager, we'll call him John.
David.
Yeah. And so and so John was blocking the door and we were trying to like push past, right? And so we got past that easily. But then we got two more people. We got Juicy. We'll call
And Jaime X.
Yeah, we'll call them Juicy and Jaime X. So pretty much we tried going through the door and it was like shut and people were behind it. And at first we assumed it was just one person. And then we saw that it was another person after shoving past it one time. And then pretty much we shoved past it like 3 times. We tried doing it. We messed up the door a little bit. And then the last time, like the 4th time or something, Jaime X moved out of the way and was like, yo, gotta go. And so me and John Davis slammed at the door and
Juicy.
a Juicy out comes flying. Juicy gets smacked by the like.
Can you show the video to the camera?
Yeah, is the video?
Jamie, pull that up.
Can you show that video?
I don't know how I would.
Send it to
I was
Discord.
gonna say,
Here, I'll just
I was
put it
gonna
on my phone. You
I
guys
was
just
gonna
want to
say-
see it on my phone?
Yeah, just show the camera.
Yeah, I'll just show the
honestly.
camera. Here, give me the
Are
give me
you
my
gonna show
phone.
the security camera video?
yeah, do security.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I really hope this isn't tarnishing on anybody's reputation.
I think it's fairly innocent.
Chris texted you.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Chris, for I'm just reading this now. Thank you for telling me that I have a stutter. It is the Hannah Huff
Oh
podcast.
god. Oh shit.
Alright. Alright, it's really difficult to see, so I'll
Right up to the eye.
yeah, I'll get right up. You gotta tell me if it's loading.
Show him that footage instead
Make sure
of
it's in focus.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
that's
do.
a better angle.
Alright. Let me just knock the microphone. Grab my back again.
They canceled John Davis in chat.
Okay. So tell me if you can see this.
It's kind of blurry right now. There we go.
You want one?
Play it.
Now if you can see
Breaststroke.
very nicely.
Don't mind if I do.
It's very clear.
Okay.
Don't give it to him.
That's what happened. So, if you guys want to know, oh shoot, my bad microphone. Oh, thanks. You found that from my pocket?
Yeah, it fell out.
Okay. You got any stories? Any funny stories from your babysitting job?
No,
Oh, you babysit too?
No.
I used to.
I was about to say I would never live that.
What is that?
Creature that you babysit.
A 2-month-old, my nephew. Thank you, Garrett, for calling him a creature. It's not interesting. He just cries. It smells really bad.
I've been there before.
I'm basically a nanny, a stay-at-home mom, if you will. So
He didn't really like. He doesn't really cry. Or he didn't cry when I was there.
no. I feel like
These breast strips are really hot, but like mint hot.
mint hot, yeah. Hello?
I really hope John Davis is still here. I hope I didn't like.
They canceled him in chat.
Is he gone?
They said cancel. They said
Cancel.
John Davis is-
Would you
John
pronounce that?
Davis is
Would you
over
pronounce that? Miklos?
Yeah, Miklos. Here, wait.
I was gonna say, yeah, we have a request for the
Who
males
said
to
that?
take their.
Miklos Wiener.
Yeah, Miklos.
Miklos Wiener?
Miklos Wiener. No.
Miklos, are you there, buddy?
Hey, okay, Sean, what did you just show?
Underwear.
Okay, good.
That was enough.
Oh my god!
Look
No
at the camera, I
way!
wanna see this.
Oh my god.
So.
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh, here
Okay.
goes. He's gonna strip his pants.
That was very.
Okay, listen,
So-
Miklos, I'm here for you, buddy. I got you. This is your formal shout out.
His name is Miklos Wieners.
Fuck
His name is Miklos.
Miklos, like Miklos?
Miklos.
Me close wieners. He
Sure,
closes
he
wieners.
closes wieners.
And he's the sausage pumper. You know those people that like have the grinding of the sausages, and then
I don't think they're referred to as
Sausage pumpers.
But I appreciate.
they me close wieners. I really like that name.
His name is Miklos.
Me close wieners.
Oh wait, the chat is saying that they love Sean.
Really?
I love
Yeah.
They like Sean. They like what's underneath Sean's clothes.
I'm just an object.
Yeah.
I'm an object of your
He's just
sexuality.
He's just a pawn in this game that
The
we
stream
call
has
life.
been taken down for nakedness.
Are you serious?
He wasn't that
No.
naked.
So fast.
He
You see the hot girl summer thing that I sent to Garrett?
Yeah, you guys like the hot girl summer list?
Let me read this list.
Is there a hot girl
It's
summer
this
list?
It's
Garrett,
it's this
one.
list.
Alright,
All
let me
right, read this list with the points.
All right, hot girl summer for 10 points. You any makeout you can get. You get 5 points for just being in some dude's car. If you go to a party, you get 10 points. If you go to the beach with a male, you'll get 10 points. If you sneak out, you get 20 points. All right. If you go, oh my god, another. Oh, you make out with them at a party. That's what it is.
Oh my god.
And then you get 10 for going. You get 15 points taken away from you if you get caught for any of these things. You get 10 points if you're drunk. You lose 5 for passing out, 5 for being high. You get 10 points for being hands on. Oh.
Hands on the wheel.
For 15 points, you have oral sex. If
Only
having-
15 points?
Yeah, for sex you have 20. For threesome you have 25. If you get a home run in one night, you get 20.
How many points for cranking it?
Just wait. I don't know. I'd be.
I would be a
winning.
superstar.
All right, for getting crossed, you get 15 points. All right, so here's the most right. For 10 points, to get 30 points, you just have to. Oh my gosh! You gotta have a gangbang for 30 points. I feel like this should. I feel like. And if you hand out a lap dance, you get 5 points, which is less than making
So
out
you
with
can
someone.
hand out 6 lap dances
And for
and have a gangbang.
And for a striptease, if you have a striptease,
How do
get
you
10
win
points.
hot girl summer?
I have no
By
clue. And
being
for skinning,
a whore.
you get less points for skinny dipping than making out with somebody.
What?
That's 5 points for skinny dipping. Now, whoever created this list, I'm just gonna assume that they were 100% white. So, see, this is a caucus activity list.
Caucus activity?
Caucus.
No, I think the person that made that list 100% has not done
Any of
anything
those
on the
things?
list.
Or all of those
Give the
things.
microphone to have.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie.
Brushing
Shut
your
the fuck
teeth.
up, Jamie.
We're doing this here and now?
Yes.
Make
doing
sure
this
it's
here now?
pointing
Uh-huh.
at your
Mouth.
mouth, like that.
See, they're guests. They don't know how to work a microphone.
I don't.
Women.
That's mean.
What was that?
Women.
So moving on. I
Cancel culture. Let's say something to get canceled, guys.
Ben already made up for it.
I'm not getting canceled. I don't care what people say.
I'm not
It's
gonna
okay.
be student body president.
You can't cancel me, bruh.
They'll cancel you when you become student body.
I'm not gonna be student body.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
not running this year.
Oh, why not?
Dude.
Because
Who are you gonna let
I'm
be
just gonna
student
be
body
skipping
president?
all next year.
Breon?
No, Bree's cool. She could be president.
Somebody said bring back the John. Cameraman, please.
What's John Cameraman?
Did you guys know that John Stamos owns the 1990 Disney sign?
Really?
He won it.
Really?
He won it in an eBay auction over Michael Jackson.
I have a really dumb
Garrett had a lot of
question.
good stories.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
only he
tell a
wasn't.
story, Jamie.
Garrett, whose place would you like to take?
Don't
you
an-
guys know how to run it?
don't
No.
answer this
Yes, I
question.
do.
Ben.
No.
Of course you do.
Well then,
You
I
want to
wanna
run
hear
it?
Garrett's story.
Yeah, let's hear
You're
Garrett's
so
story.
pissed off. I do have.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
I
just
have
mad
I have
at-
an RB.
You wanna-
Just look mad at them in
Just keep
particular.
talking. I'll
Yeah.
think of something.
Okay.
I'm a very happy person.
I made the new banana hammock.
I want to get back to
It's,
politics.
that's awesome.
Dude, let's not get back to
I
politics.
want
Alright.
to get back to politics.
Let's get back to politics. What do you want to say that's political
Okay, I would
and
love
topical?
to get on this conversation.
Please.
Okay.
The Democrat.
I was gonna say Hannah and I we can tag team here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Here you go. Bring it over.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
so, yeah. If you guys want to hop in, just let me know.
I'll keep my silence.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, put it for red for when a Republican speaks, and put it for blue when a Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat.
Or a centralist. Put yellow for centralist.
Centrist? No.
If you don't want to vote for either Biden or Trump, Bobby Shmurda is getting out December
Shut
11th.
the fuck up.
And
Do you say December 11th?
December 11th.
That's past the
That's past
election,
November.
bud.
I know, but not before inauguration.
All right, let's get this.
That
Let's get this
All
topic.
right.
What's on your mind, Mr. Torres?
So, I don't like the hypocrisy of the left. It
Okay.
Can you? Okay,
Man.
that is a very general statement. I would appreciate if you could elaborate in any just branch of what you're saying. Can you
Gotta
elaborate
change
on
the color?
even one thing?
well, I was talking about
Hey, Google.
coronavirus, and it came to my head,
Hey, Google.
but I didn't pursue that while we were talking. But since we're back on it,
Now you gotta switch.
so the
to red.
hypocrisy of how
Give me that remote.
how the mainstream media criticizes anti-lockdown protests, people going to church, people wanting to open up their gyms safely, but then you don't see any of them talking about how you don't see any of them condemning going to protests for Black Lives Matter, for example.
That's an interesting point. I see what you're saying. Thanks for the lighting change. I see what you're saying, and I agree to some extent. I don't think it's completely hypocritical because I do agree that there is at least a grain of hypocrisy in that. I agree that there is some hypocritical elements to it. However, things like church and like, going to the gym or something, those are things that you can pursue in your own home. Like my neighbor who is from Tennessee, she still goes to the same church that she went to back in Tennessee by watching it online. She watched live stream of their church services. So you can still participate in these activities while home. And that does apply for the activism
Jamie.
of Black Lives Matter. But
Give me the
I
timer.
feel like
One of those.
I
sad
do
timers.
genuinely believe this is a civil rights movement. And I think that the majority of what you see these people do have these people do have masks on, which I don't know. I can't speak on exactly, what it is, but that's all I have to say for right now. Do you have anything else to
Well, it's mainly, actually, the way that it's mainly just the media and how they cover Republicans and people on the right. Like, for example, you almost never see the media talking about
He's
Donald
Democratic.
Trump's policies. So, what my opinion on Donald Trump, let me just make this clear. He is a very mean person. He's very rude. He's not like
He's got
a lot of
one
the
too.
politicians that are in office right now, but that people look at that instead of looking at the policies that he's putting in place and that he said he's going to put in place and that he's actually putting in place. Because you see people like Barack Obama and people like Biden that have been in office, Biden for many decades, and that haven't improved society at all.
Third party speaker.
I mean, they've improved it just somewhat.
Yes.
So, the motherfucker that sent me the picture of Donald Trump's penis when it got leaked, I honestly should have blocked your
Little
number.
croissant, little bread roll.
Alright, now back to the...
But yeah, so what my issue is they always go after who he is as a person instead of what he's doing to help American peoples and what his policies have in them.
I mean, I understand that. I think that with saying that, I agree. I think that there is less coverage of his policies. I've been looking into his policies a little bit. I don't agree with them. Like, he's been cutting back on the Endangered Animals Act, and making it more loose and like so that there are more endangered animals being potentially, But regardless, I do agree with you in the sense that there is maybe unfair coverage of the right and how it's perceived through the media. But I just think some of the things that Trump has said and done in public just wouldn't have flown with Obama. Like, I feel like there is a lot of things where I could tell somebody, oh, hey, did you know Obama did this? And they would believe it and get mad. And then I'd say,
President, Barack Obama.
and then I would just say, no, actually, Trump did that. And they would try to justify it.
Well, you see that on both sides.
I agree. No, I
Yeah.
agree. I don't know. I feel like there's obviously bias by the media to some extent. But I feel for the most part, it's fair. Now, for the most part, I can't say. I mean, I'm not a huge Obama supporter. I was raised by two Democratic parents who both voted for Obama, who were both huge Obama fans. So I was raised to be, partial to Obama. But he's not. I know he's a war criminal. So by the Geneva Convention, he and
also
Trump
said
are
the
both
N-word.
war criminals.
That there is a video of him saying
What do
the
you
word
think?
too.
Oh, really?
There's also
Pull that up, Jamie.
there's also a video of Barack Obama having a voice crack. He says, "Let the wild rumpus start."
Oh, by the way, I'm kidding.
Why do you love him?
I don't.
Got
know.
it,
I
them
think
Because everyone else loves him.
personally,
And
I
pussy
can't.
too.
He's got gray hairs.
I can't say with confidence that I love any politician.
I don't like old people.
That I really stand for 100% of their. It's
Yeah.
just like with
Yeah.
any
I know you,
friendship,
yeah.
I can't 100% agree with anyone.
I
But,
mean, I'm partial towards certain people.
right,
yeah,
but
I
like
can't-
especially politicians.
Yeah, I can't back one politician 100% when I don't know all of their
Mhm.
their.
I think as far as like
All I know is 2020 is gonna be a
stereotyping in the media towards Republicans,
funky.
I think a lot of it is. Well, I think same with Democrats. Only like one side is
Dance
shown,
on my
and it's
balls.
the extremist side,
Mhm.
and that's only such a small percentage. So I think that honestly, media coverage is just bullshit in any aspect. But no, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And we love a open-minded political decision.
Do you know
or
you can break these
discussion.
hourglasses?
Try it. Do it with your bare fist. Smash it. Do it like a pop can where you just go. Pop.
That's not possible.
I think you could.
I could
if you
snap
really
it in
try.
half.
And then Sand's gonna go everywhere.
Is I feel like people compare CNN to Fox News a lot, which is not a fair comparison in my
Zeus, what are you
eyes.
doing?
said Joe Biden is old.
That is true,
You are right.
but every
Joe-
It's not even that he's old. It's just he
He's
can't.
senile.
He can't. I don't think he can.
Have you
think
seen-
for himself
have you
anymore.
have you seen the pictures of Trump standing where it's because there's charts of people standing who have dementia and they like lean forward. That's what Trump his posture suggests that. Which I guess that is sort of like speculating, obviously. But
I look
Donald
at
Trump has
the way
dementia?
that they actually
no,
talk.
that's
Because
He goes,
Donald Trump,
I actually don't know.
He's gonna go,
makes
Ivanka,
people
who are
laugh during
you?
his
I'm not gonna say.
rallies.
I'm not gonna
He
say yeah.
he can put sentences together without looking
I
at
can't-
his whole
do you remember that
Question two.
meme from 2016 where
that's a good
it was
car.
in Ann Arbor, I think, and he was doing that speech.
I'm just chilling
And then he
in Cedar
goes-
Rapids.
And then he's talking about cars and goes bing bong, bing bing bong. Do you think that's a coherent sentence?
That's just the way he talks.
My hairy legs. When I go into the pool, my legs. I have blonde hair.
Well-
A little kid stroke my legs.
I just
I don't want to watch that. I'm gonna tell you mine.
okay, go
You
for
have an
it.
opinion on politics?
See, yeah, I usually don't. See,
Here, I'll pull up a.
I really don't like Donald Trump, but I also
I need the
don't like
video
Joe
link.
Biden.
That's
And
okay.
I dislike Joe Biden less than I dislike Donald Trump.
Thank you.
However, if you see me on Twitter talking about Donald Trump, that's not me. Because nobody fucking cares about my political opinion.
Why?
Because
I agree. Like I just feel like everyone else voices. So I never say mine because no
and
one
also,
cares.
I can
No
get
one
along with people who have
No one
different
cares.
political opinions. Yeah, no.
Hey,
Like what I
no
say
one cares.
Called Hillary.
every time I say something,
That was a beautiful.
it doesn't really matter what I say because
Nobody cares movement.
yeah, because what I say doesn't
That's
matter
Hey,
what other
Garrett,
people say because they have their
What's
own
your
opinions.
connection called?
What do you mean talk about?
Well,
What-
like
what
the.
should we talk about?
So I have strong libertarian views.
Yeah, that is apparent.
And one thing that has been talked about a lot, a conversation that I had in school in Mr. Shack's class, one of my my government teacher, I had a conversation.
Jamie.
It's called. Oh, I'm gagging. No.
Don't.
Hey.
What is that?
Hey,
What are your thoughts?
that picture of Hillary Clinton in the '60s, though, that excuses that she was a
Oh,
bad
Really?
Hillary's
bitch.
green gooey. That's what it's called.
Hi Ben, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So
My,
it was really. I started up a little
my eyes are watering. man.
conversation
About Mr.
last
Jack.
year about my views on who should be allowed to sleep with who.
Oh, this is the one where you justified it.
Well, I didn't hear
So
you.
I started a conversation about, and I honestly believe this. I think that anybody who's an adult and who's able to consent should be able to have sexual intercourse with whoever they have a sexual intercourse or even marry as an adult, obviously, including siblings, including
Oh!
yeah. So I don't support incest. I think it's disgusting. But I think what's even more disgusting
I'm getting answers.
Restricting people.
is restricting people's freedoms.
I want my
So,
brother and sister to have
look
sex.
at- back in I don't even know because I wasn't live. I'm guessing the 70s or 60s. We looked
Brothers
at
and sisters.
homosexuality and we thought, oh, that's disgusting. We should never let that happen.
You'll get right back.
As a society, we looked at that and we thought that,
Mhm.
and that didn't mean it was right.
Skyrocketed.
That what?
We're not talking about incest. A few cameras goes up.
So, Katie.
So what I'm saying is,
My
why are you
brother.
laughing? Why is everyone laughing?
Because you want.
This
You're
is no.
comparing homosexuality to incest.
I'm comparing two people that love each other, and it wasn't accepted by society at the time. To right now, two people that love each other, and it's not accepted by society
My
at
brother
the time.
and sister love each
So
other. and
homosexuality
love each other.
is accepted in our society now, but
Okay.
pedophilia is not okay because they can't consent.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad that we can get that out of the way. Yes, go
I
ahead.
feel like there's a difference between homosexuality. I know you're not comparing the two directly, homosexuality and incest, but here's the thing: is incestuous children and bloodlines can seriously like screw a person up.
Have you seen Honey Boo Boo's family?
You ever seen The Hills Have Eyes?
But isn't there's like a
No,
there's
and I agree, but that shouldn't
Her sister had
Le-
that
sex.
shouldn't allow the
legally be
government
restricted.
to
Mm.
to keep two people that love each other, two people that want to have a connection to keep them from doing that,
one
because they're two
family.
citizens of a free
Phil
country,
Collins
and
is
they should be
singing.
allowed to love whoever they want.
Okay,
No matter, it doesn't matter what
I
society thinks.
completely understand what you're saying. I can't say I 100% agree. I get why. I get your What is he doing?
Okay, now actually overthinking it. Hold on, really quickly. Okay, do you guys think Phil Collins believes in incest? Because his lyrics sound like they're pretty incestual.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, two worlds, one family. You know, Phil. You think Phil Collins would want to?
Phil Collins incest? Phil Collins incest?
Okay, let's talk about Tarzan really quickly. I hate
Okay.
Tarzan.
No, wait, here.
Hey,
I have to
fuck
present
social
something.
norms. If you know what I'm
So
talking
if
about.
humans
that's
come
Tarzan.
from apes,
So basically,
Tarzan has a. I'm not gonna say a human family.
okay,
He does.
he does.
But he does have a human family. Okay,
because
And he
but
has
was
gorillas.
raised by apes.
Gorilla.
No, his parents got in a ship crash where they landed on the shore of wherever Tarzan takes place.
It's like
So
Frozen.
He is a real baby. He was adopted by this gorilla. I forget what her name is.
Shamu.
It's
He's Elsa's little brother.
Yeah.
the theory is that he's not an Elsa's siblings.
But anyway, yeah. I
Ben
was
found
about
this
to get
video
into
because his siblings watched on
evolution.
his YouTube account. He said, "This looks like an interesting video."
Probably feels more than Taha.
Okay, but what I was saying, and it is very controversial, is that you shouldn't keep two people that love each other from marrying. Like, for
okay.
example, let's say, because marrying someone
Mother-
isn't only having sex, it's also being able to access a hospital room if they're in bad condition.
Yo, there's incest.
If you're not
in
married,
law.
you're not allowed to access that.
Okay. I
I mean,
actually
I don't know.
I
How do
see
Mormons
what you're
have
saying.
sex?
I actually
Yeah.
see what you're saying. I'm not saying like I'm not saying like I approve of
just stand
incest,
there
but like
with
I know
their
I see
puppies
like because
They're just like,
who's the government to say like
I'm
to
not
keep you
moving.
from loving who you love?
And that's what
I'm not
looking at it.
condoning incest.
Yeah,
Don't-
and
I mean,
I
I
think
wouldn't
it's not good.
I wouldn't recommend.
I don't support incest
I
at
would-
all. It's disgusting, and it goes against my
So-
religious values. But that shouldn't affect the law. So let's take homosexuality for example. Let's say the court system says, "Oh, we don't want you two to get married because it goes against our values."
Mhm.
What do the government's values have to do with those two people getting married? And I see that the same way with incest.
So DeSantis probably said you want to marry a gorilla girl.
No, I want to marry my gorilla sister.
Oh yeah.
It's confirmed there, folks.
Oh my. Okay. I completely.
Remember that one time when your sister got us placebos?
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
What are you
Do
talking
not-
about?
Supplements.
Oh, it
CBD?
wasn't a placebo. I just didn't do enough research. That's all it was.
CBD and THC are like the two compounds to an edible,
Yeah.
and you picked the one with zero THC and all CBD, and you're like, "Guys, these are edibles, I swear." And then we were like,
You ate them.
I mean, Taha threw up.
He did.
Yeah, he puked.
Oh yeah, he did.
Don't feed him
but yeah,
McDonald's.
so what I'm saying is, I think it's disgusting. But what I think and what we think, because we obviously don't like incest. I think we could agree on that.
Yeah.
What we think should not affect
That's
two
unanimous.
consensual adults from doing what they want, because they're adults and they should be able to marry if they want.
I understand here. I understand what you're saying from a legal standpoint. I am inclined to agree with you because your argument is convincing, and I do agree that incest is wrong. And I'm just concerned that if that is, legalized, that could seriously cause problems, for
Well-
people's health.
6 fingers.
Well, what I look at in there is, and I know it's controversial, but allowing homosexuality did increase the AIDS
likes
in our society. It did, and that caused a negative impact, but we still allowed it.
If you ever want someone to recite the ABCs,
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U.
W X Y and Z. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I know my A B C. I can say all of the states in alphabetical order.
Wait, can we all
Do it.
Okay.
Alabama,
Alabama,
Alaska, Arizona,
Arkansas,
Arkansas,
California,
California,
Colorado,
Colorado,
Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, North, South, East, West, and our common objective opinion. Michigan is the best of the 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. Sean is a betrayer because he supports Ohio State.
You okay?
They're
Wait.
so much better at.
Can I
I
please?
think
Sean's-
Puerto Rico
can I
should be
pl-
added.
Okay, can
This
I
was
please
made
bring
like
up a new topic of
2011.
discussion?
Yeah.
Before Puerto Rico was invented.
What are you talking about?
Ohio.
It was like the first one.
Ohio is the worst state in the United States of America.
That kid you babysit's the worst baby in the United States.
Come again?
I said that kid you babysit is the worst baby in the United
Hey,
States.
don't come from his shade. Sean, you're just upset because you don't live in Ohio.
My dad did. My
What?
mom
Okay.
did. For
Well,
a
do
little
you?
bit.
That's
Name-
not something gross.
Sean wishes he
I
was in
want to move to
Cleveland.
Florida.
Yeah, because you want to
For
be a part of
college.
the Disney program.
Okay.
You want to be Swoozy. She wants to be like Swoozy.
We have-
Swoozy tube.
She wants to live. She wants to tell stories, animate herself of how she was at the Indiana Jones exhibit.
You tell the best stories here, man.
No.
I do tell the best stories here. I don't know what stories
Yeah,
to
go
tell.
on.
We only have-
My friend keeps calling me. Should I answer?
Say shut up. No, wait, come here.
What
put
is
it
it
on
person?
speaker.
What
Let me
is
talk to it.
on
Let me talk to him.
Put it next to the microphone.
Hello. What's up, man?
Oh, yes! Okay, it's John Davis. You're live.
Leah, shut the fuck up. Leah, why?
Put it next to the mic.
All right, John. We're gonna have a little civil conversation here.
Why are you such a loser? Don't say that.
Why are you so mean? Nothing much. Why are you so mean?
I was only repeating. So basically, your cameraman had put on the
Yeah.
stream like who cares or something.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
snitching.
yeah,
I was repeating the camera.
Lee, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
I was gonna hang up mid-sentence.
I was actually.
Stop.
I'm actually very interested now. Now the camera. Now,
You
So-
wanna talk to John Davis?
Hey, so you realize people are coming after your job now. You're gonna get fired pretty soon.
yeah, your cancel
You're
culture.
gonna get you're it's done for you, man. Anything you want to say before you mysteriously disappear?
So Sky Jackson recently said, "This is the high school they go to." So yeah, Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Your address, maybe?
Social
I can tell
security
you his
number.
address. Oh, did he hang up?
No, I hung up.
Sorry, John Davis.
Well, that was an interesting segment.
All right. So what story should I tell? Tell Johnny and Lucas to give stories because they're here. I bet they'll.
Oh yeah, they'll say something.
Johnny, if you
Are we more entertaining than other streamers?
probably more than
No.
I
Not
No,
name,
never mind.
not name
No.
dropping.
no.
Hear me out. What if Hannah and I weren't guests?
That would be interesting.
And we're the guys?
This stream would be
No,
20%
I mean like
more
what
funny.
if we come back? I think this is
You
going
needed a bigger
I-
space.
true. I think this is going fairly well, Hannah.
I agree with you.
I think we should have somebody from Iraq join us next time.
That's a good idea.
I think
Where's
Hannah
live
and I
chat?
bring flavor to this.
We could
Where's
And
live
just a
chat
new
go?
perspective, you know? And I think that's good.
Oh, there's live chat.
I
I
mean,
think that's good.
because nobody ever argues with me in person. It's always on Discord.
And this has been like fairly peaceful.
Ben, I've always been looking at you, and you know what? You kind of remind me of a character from the Gorillas.
Like Pablo Escobar.
What happened?
That's what
I'm
Tom
feeling bad, got sunshine.
Which one does he remind you of?
A new one.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
You look like a character from the Gorillas.
I don't know.
The Gorillas.
From Gorillas. I'm useless. Nothing I do.
Phone use is detected in the podcast room.
I have
Yes.
been keeping account, which I will reveal at the end of this.
As you can
Oh,
see, this.
here's something.
Would you like to tell us what your
Just
gay
to
count
bring
means,
us all
basically?
together.
Because
Bring
you've been
us all together.
Okay.
I think all of us in politics want what's best for the common people, and we all just have different views. We just all think that it's brought about in a different way, and that's where debates happen, and that's why it's good to have debates so you can actually discuss solutions to problems that exist.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody is actively trying to do bad.
Mm.
I mean,
We got 7
like
minutes.
school
We got time.
shooters, maybe that.
I would say that most Democrats are, but that's
You think that most Democrats are actively trying to worsen society?
for their own good, yes.
Alright, and the
Well, no, but
lecture-
that means that they
Alright,
think
and
that they
now
are doing.
we'll be moving on to segment.
No, we're not moving.
No,
No, we're
I'm
not.
saying that they would rather keep society the way it is now and
lights are
stay in
going back
power
on
instead
now.
of make it better, but
You-
potentially lose their power.
Oh, do you? Is that how you view Democrats?
That's how I view. Yeah, that's
The left
that's
in general?
No, just
Democrats.
big politicians like, for
Yeah,
example,
oh,
Hillary
well,
Clinton,
big
Joe
po- okay,
Biden, people
listen.
that have been in office for decades
Big-
and haven't gotten anything done.
The Democrats are still on the right. The sense that Democrats are on the left is it's false.
Yeah,
It's not accurate.
Like,
Both
yeah.
both political parties in America are both on the right side of the spectrum of things. So I feel like that is true. I agree. I would vote Democrat. I would not identify as a Democrat, but I don't, because you can't vote third party in a 2-party system in America. You can, but you shouldn't, because it's a vote for whoever you don't want.
I think that what was I saying?
You were talking about Democrats
Yeah.
trying to stay in power.
So that's why I side more with Republicans, because I believe that they don't go into politics for their own good. At least when they I don't think that they want to stay in power so that they can continue to stay in power and get a bunch of money.
Well, okay. Here, I pose you this. I know you said, do you not like Trump in general?
I like his policies, and I like how I know he is pretty polarizing,
Okay.
but he does bring a lot of people together.
So would you be would you be upset if a Democratic president said that they would delay the election date in order to get more accurate results? Because there was this interview that Fox News did with Trump,
Mhm.
where they asked him if he was going to hold off, or if he was going to let the next candidate come through, or something like, was he going to give up his seat? And he said, "I'll have to think about it."
Yeah.
And the reporter kept pressing him about it. He's like, "I'm gonna have to think about whether."
I saw that interview.
Yeah. So I don't know what question I'm asking you about that, honestly. I just brought that up.
About the power and staying in
Yeah,
power. I'm
yeah,
guessing. Yeah.
So, I mean, would you be more upset? Would you be more upset or surprised if you found out that was from a Democrat rather than a Republican?
I would give it to both. I think both, because
I think both parties are corrupt.
Okay. I mean, and I understand that, because I
Yeah.
think Democrats get more money in their pockets from social programs, and Republicans get more money in their pockets from military
Yeah.
programs and money in.
Okay.
What is that? It's a Leah cam. But yeah, I agree with that, and I think that
I think what we both agree on is that both parties are relatively bad in some sense, but we both have parties that we have to, more side with.
Time for the best transition ever. Gay.
What segment are we doing
Leah!
now?
Alright, folks.
wait, is this the gay counter?
Yeah, this is the gay count. So, for the past, hour and a half, 2 hours, I've been keeping track of how many gay things have happened in this room. And the number is lower than normal. They've been pretty tame, behaving fairly well. The number is 10, and I don't think... I know, and I would like to just have a few honorable mentions. Or actually, should I rate,
How gay?
rate the top 5 most gay
Yes.
moments.
Yeah,
of,
go
okay.
for
Let's start. Hannah, do you
Where's
have
the
any
rainbow
off the top of your head?
fade for the gay
When
segment?
they were blowing up that condom?
Oh yeah, there was 3 different I think they got 3 different points for that. Basically, there was a condom, and there was a lot of it was on a hand. We're gonna put that in like fifth place because it wasn't
a prostate exam.
it
And it
was
wasn't on
what
stream
most
either.
what most teenage guys would just do and mess around with a condom, not in that way.
How do I
or
make it
not-
do the
anyway.
rainbow?
So, number
Just fade?
actually I think what I don't know. I hope
Fade
the
7?
camera got it. No, I know they didn't.
They weren't 'cause it was Leah
But
Keegan.
basically Keegan was just kind of like shagging Sean's hair and just kind of like a dog would, and I thought that was kind of wholesome.
Shagging? Did you know?
Do it.
Did you know that's a
Show-
Did you know that's a
show
British
what you
slang
were
for
doing.
intercourse?
Oh, yes, it says. I think they refer to
I'm going to shag your mum.
Come on.
That is what shagging means. That is a British slang.
Okay, some other
Messing with it.
some other honorable mentions. Keegan and Sean cuddling.
That's just typical.
right,
there's nothing
that's
wrong
ju-
with that.
That's just what they do
You just
here.
got another point.
Dang! 11.
I honestly like Keegan and Sean's like side conversations in the political thing. I thought it wasn't gay necessarily, but like I
You're just
agree.
calling us gay at this point.
We were just
if
doing.
the shoe fits.
We were just doing stuff that wasn't political.
I'm not
Being
putting
gay
a
is
label
different
on
from
you.
being political. There's two
However,
sides in life. There's
And
being
there's nothing wrong
political.
A
There's
lot
nothing
of
wrong with
gay
that.
things. I've
No,
seen
no,
too
no, no.
many
I'm just
gay
saying there's
things,
there's
and
two
this
different
is-
sides in life.
for
We're
it.
not gonna bring up number one.
There's being
That's
gay
not. That wasn't.
and
here.
being
That wasn't
political.
here today, but no, I could bring it up.
Let's not.
Maybe
It
not.
was- I
Maybe
didn't
not.
do it, but let's
That's
just not
for
bring it up.
another.
I feel
That's for another episode.
Sean shagged his dog.
How about
Get off this one.
I feel
gamer
like if
girl
it
on
was
this
Garrett on
one?
the couch, we would have a lot more points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
All right.
All right, is that all? All right.
All right, Keegan, we're doing the outro.
I kind of lost track there. Number one though, we're not gonna.
So.
Say something hot.
Say a hot take right now.
Hot
to
take.
End it off. To end it off.
It's just, you're putting me on the spot.
This is what a hot take is.
Hot take. Feminists aren't going to get as many boyfriends as non-feminists.
And
Okay,
thank
so
you
this
for
has been our cool podcast. Me and Keegan will be back, and potentially Ben
and those two also.
as guests.
Those
Okay.
two. Yes.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first live Our Cool podcast. Thank you everybody for coming and joining in and speaking. John Davis, thank you for telling us the actual truth of why you said who cares. And
Yeah.
keep it in
Thank
mind, here's our new slogan.
Baba booey, baba booey.
Shut up.
Shut up. I like that. That's simple.
All right.
That's Smosh's slogan.
Shut up.
I love that.
Did you end it yet? Oh, is that it? Okay, we're still going.
We're still going.
We're still going? Alright,
All
well,
right,
here's another hot take.
Yeah, good luck, Keegan.
I was gonna say no.
Oh, here's a hot take.
This has been an Arco Media production. We will be